Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for joining the webinar. Thank you for taking your time out today to join us on this live webinar. Today, Cloud Fulcrum is presenting a webinar on transforming customer service with Agentforce and Fabric. And it's going to be a webinar on how Cloud Fulcrum delivers next-gen AI solutions. Today, we'll explore how organizations can reimagine their customer service using AI-powered agents and between Salesforce and Microsoft Fabric. We have three speakers with us today. Niranjan is the CEO and co-founder of Cloud Fulcrum. He's a seasoned DevOps pioneer with over 2 decades of experience driving large-scale implementations and DevOps maturity across enterprises. So today, Niranjan will be walking us through the architecture of the agent and the typical customer success journey. Then we have Kusuma, who is the senior Salesforce developer. She specializes in building Salesforce solutions across multiple Salesforce clouds. And today she'll be showcasing the agent in action, demonstrating how AI can enhance customer service. And then we have Himanshu, who is our Microsoft Stack expert with deep expertise in Microsoft Fabric and Azure. He will be showing us how Salesforce and Microsoft Fabric come together to deliver powerful analytics-driven customer service solutions. So we're thrilled to have all of you with us today. And without any more delay, let's get started. Niranjan, over to you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. Excited to be here. We have been building agents across multiple verticals over the past few months, and it's time for us to showcase the work that we have done. You can look at as a brainstorming, and you can look at the templates that we have built and the kind of vision and architecture that we're trying to build with agents. So the agent today focuses on the BFSI side, but again, customer success is very generic. Maybe the data model or the scenarios may be around BFSI, but it customer service spans across multiple verticals. So let me take a second on who we are. We are a global leader in digital transformation, focused on Salesforce, focused on Microsoft technologies and DevOps. Let's move on. Next slide. So some of our customers who have been where we have gained trust over the last few years and behind our success, and of course we have also enabled success for customers in all these aspects that I have talked about. Let's move on. I think we can move on. So what is the motivation for us to build this agent? Primarily because if we look at the market or the reality of the market, customers expect immediate responses. I mean, if we are looking at press 1 for something, 2 for something, 25 for something, and then we wait another 15 minutes to end up in queue, even for a small request, naturally those days are gone. Unfortunately, still lot of wait lanes are there. You call an airline, we spend endless time in waiting. We call a bank, we spend endless time in waiting. So the goal is to revolutionize customer service. The survey shows 73% of customers are not really happy with the way responses are being given, while from a bank or from the enterprise perspective, 40% of queries are repetitive. So on one side, there is a lot of redundancy. On the other side, and because the redundancy is not handled effectively, people are spending time on doing the same thing again while customers are in infinite wait lines. And what this means is turnover and cost pressures are increasing. But with Agentforce, it is the dynamics change. It's not just a chatbot. There's a lot of reasoning that goes inside, native to Salesforce. And when it's Salesforce, naturally it's scalable, it's compliant, and it's secure. Let's move. So this is a quick snapshot of what we're trying to demonstrate today. So at the top, you see the customer channels, where whether it's a Agentforce widget or whether it's an AI-powered help center that we will show. That's where customers connect through it. And then the NLP engine immediately understands their intent as to what is it that they're trying to talk to. And based on classification, whether and confidence, if the confidence is high, and if it is classified as something that an autonomous agent can resolve by itself, then the agent will go ahead and start resolving it. Either the categorization is different, which is not falling under the gambit of the agent, or if the issue is complex, or if its confidence is low, then it will route it to a human agent. So from a skill-based routing, again, skill-based, there are multiple parameters that we bring in, that I will talk through as to how we design the skill-based routing. And as it works through and as the agent works through and closes the case, then with real-time event monitoring and the capabilities to store huge volumes of data and to be able to build predictive analytics, that is where Fabrics is a great game changer. That is why we have chosen Fabrics to build the analytics layer. So this is how the architecture is designed. So taking one step back, looking at the same architecture from a customer journey standpoint. So I have a search center where I will search for answers, and then I get self-service. I get references to knowledge articles, and then if I do not have the complete, like I search 3 times, not happening, then agent pops up saying, I think it's time that I help you out. So it tries to solve, and it tries to understand the intent, figures out whether it is able to classify and it's able to solve it. If so, it goes ahead and solves the query. Let's say you want to reset password. So simpler things or things that are categorized under the agent resolution, it goes ahead and does it. Then it also writes it to a resolution audit. If not, then it will pass to the agent, human agent. So I have given one scenario, like I forgot password, then it first search, it gives me how to reset password. Then third search, then agent takes it over from the search and then says, like, let me help you reset your password, identifies the confidence 89%, it takes a decision, I'll automate. It can be done with automation. It goes ahead, just does a verification of the customer and then sends out an email with password reset instructions. Little more complex scenario. Next slide. Is where we have a transaction dispute that we'll talk through the demonstration as well, where I have a duplicate, a double booking on my card. So then it tries to create a case and then gives me the transaction details and tries to give me the case. But suppose if I'm not happy with it, the suggestions that I have got in the email, then I can say I'm not happy with what we did. Then it starts routing to the human agent as well. So as I mentioned, Fabric Analytics primarily for its predictive analytics, the Azure Event Hubs, the Lakehouse, the Power BI, they all help us in generating real-time automation metrics, the ROI measurement, the predictive insights. So that is why we have chosen Fabric for the analytics layer. So this is in a nutshell what we will be talking about as a hands-on webinar. in terms of how the agent conversations happen, when does it go to the skill-based routing, and as it is resolved, then how does it reflect in our Fabric dashboard? This is something that we will be spending time or the next 15-20 minutes to demonstrate. So with no further delay, we would want to jump into the demo. I have Kusma with me. Kusma is one of our COE members in the Agentforce Capability Center.
Hi everyone. Thanks for explaining everything in detail, Niranjan. Okay, let me share my screen and let's start our demo.
So we'll take couple of scenarios, Kusma. So first, what you see on the screen is the Experience Cloud page that we have customized it a little bit, and then let's first search, and then we will.
Okay. For example, I want to search for password reset. So one knowledge article is coming up like auto suggestion. So we can see the step knowledge article information, all the information. What we can see is all the steps in order to reset our password. So these kind of knowledge articles are available for the self help for the end user purpose.
And you can also see the success rate based on previous customers who has used it, and if they're going to chat after this, or they're kind of getting what they wanted. You also have the success rate.
And here we also have related articles and trending articles. Apart from this, if they have any issues related to their bank account or anything, they can check these articles here as well.
And you can have here a lot of tabs, a lot of tiles. If we can click on some of these tiles to open the respective context, or we can open the agent. Let's open the agent. Yeah. So what are we talking first, Kusma? What issue
So
are we talking about?
we are going to see about address change issue.
Okay. So you are changing your address. Let's go ahead
Yes.
and please change your address.
So I'm telling to agent like I relocated to another place and I want to change my address. So what agent is doing is it's suggesting me a knowledge article which has all the steps in order to reset my address by my own. So I'm saying it is taking time, so it is a time taking process, but I am busy, so I am telling agent that I am busy. Can you take care of this? So it is telling no worries, I can handle this for you. Could you please confirm your register email address? I can proceed. So it is asking for the further details like I given my email address in order to check whether I am a registered end user or not. So after that it is asking yes. After checking that, agent is asking me for the new address.
Let's give a new address, and yeah.
Yeah. So I'm giving the new address. So within seconds, my address is successful, and it is the agent is telling your address has been successfully updated. Let me know if there is anything else I can assist you with.
Yeah. Now
So
let's go ahead and see the address updated for you and the email that we have received. Kusma.
yeah, sure. So this is my account where my email ID is mentioned. So this is the email ID I gave, and this is the old address of mine. So if I refresh, I can see that new address is updated, and not only in contact and in related account as well. We can see the new address which we provided to the agent to update. And apart from this, end user will also will notified with the email that address is changed. So like this, so your address has been successfully updated in our system, and this is the new address and confirmation ID and everything. So
And
this
can
is
we
how.
also look at the confidence codes and the confirmation number in our case?
Yeah, sure. So this is the recent case. So whenever a user comes with an issue, what happens is, for our record purpose, case will be get created for every issue that user comes. So this is the case created for our address change issue. So here we can see, in case record, every detail of the user will be mentioned, like a case number, contact, email, financial account, account name, contact name. And along with that, so case intent will be also classified. Okay, this issue is comes under address change, like that, classified by the agent and comes as a case intent is coming as a address change. And the conference is like, yes, this is the confidence of the issue. Yes, this is comes under address change, like zero point 0.8. And here we can see the resolution duration, that is 2 seconds to resolve this address change issue. And that next one is customer notified. If the customer is notified, it will be in check. And if you see additional information, like what is the status of the case, it is resolved, and priority, medium, and subject. So based on the conversation that happened between the agent and end user, uh, subject and description will be gathered and given. And here we also can see the resolution summary, address updated, and confirmation number. And along with this, initially what we did is we suggested an article to the end user. So that is also we want which article is shown, which is not helpful. Like for the record purpose, we also have that record which article is shown to user, suggested article, this is the article is provided to the user.
And
And
let's
another thing
move
is,
to the audits, resolution audit as
yeah,
well.
yeah. So next we'll see the audit record. So this is the audit record, and it will maintain all the information that involved in this resolving this issue. So here we can see this resolution audit is related to this case, and flow outcome is success, confidence score, and resolution type is address change, automation status is successful, that is automatically email is sent to the user. And the starting time and ending time of the uh, to resolve the issue, how much time it will take, 2 seconds, and customer notified. And here we can see the resolution details we can see. So whatever the data we provided in order to change the address, that detail, all the details will be stored in this field.
Yeah, great. Let's move on to a little bit more complex, where
Yeah,
let's get frustrated with our automation agent and then route it to human.
sure. So next, I'm going with the dispute issue.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So I told the agent like I'm billed twice for my coffee purchase. So it is again giving the knowledge article in order to raise how to provide details and how to raise a ticket regarding this dispute and everything. But I don't have time to do all this. It's maybe I don't have time. I'm busy, so I'm telling it is not helping to me. So again, so it is asking. So as I already provided email ID, it is not asking again. And it, so then what is the next step? Like, great, could you please provide transaction number of the or reference ID for the coffee purchase you are billed twice. So I'm going to give my transaction ID to agent. So here are the details of the transaction. I just provided my transaction ID and it got all the details of that. So transaction type debit, merchant name Starbucks, description transaction successful, amount $45, date June
Again,
17.
safe harbor. These are not real transactions. So just want us to be on
Yeah,
the safer side.
yeah. So I'm telling I confirmed all the details and I'm telling yes, this is the transaction I'm talking about. So then agent is telling dispute filed successfully, your case ID is this, and our investigation will take up to 10 business days. We will keep you updated. Let me know if anything else is there. But it is taking 10 days of time to resolve my dispute. I'm not happy with that. So I wanted to get resolved immediately. So I want to talk with a service agent. So I'm telling the same thing. So what's happening is agent is transferring the conversation
Yeah. Now
here.
agent will do the skill-based routing. So it is available. So we do a mix here. One in terms of the skill related to various banking services, and then the workload. What is the current agent workload? And then in terms of sentiment, the tone of the customer, and we also have proportion about who is the best to deal with this in such situations, and whether the customer is a preferred customer or VIP customer. So we do we do a proportion of all these parameters together, and then it will be routed to a particular agent.
So like this, the conversation will be routed. So here, after routing the conversation to the human, so that agent can see all the conversation that happened between agent and the end user, so that he can understand the situation and what is the mood of the end user, so that he can continue the conversation in that tone. So here we can see that. Here we can see that cloud fulcrum agent like intelligent agent is left and kusma is joined, that is me as well. So here we can see and we can continue the conversation in order to understand what is the problem and what is the priority of the case, and we can understand those things and it will help to resolve the case as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think that resolution I know we know you can do better, but let's try to focus on the flow that we have and for this dispute,
Yeah.
and then probably we look at how our agent is designed in terms of topics and actions.
Okay, sure. So first thing I will show the flow. Like this is the flow we created for transaction dispute. So here we can see any issue comes during the processing the resolving the issue. So it will be get escalated, and we used apex which is called intelligent escalation service, where we mention like skill based routing related stuff and everything. If this is the issue, this has to transfer to this person. This kind of logics has been written in this class, and similarly to all the actions, like whenever any issue comes during the issue resolving, so this is the process. And next, can I proceed with the agent
Yeah, go ahead
name?
and show our agent and the topics we have, and
Okay. So this is the our cloud fulcrum intelligent banking agent, where we can see different topics that we added, like which we see now just now, address change and dispute services. We'll see address change, how we written and everything. So this is the address change topic, and we can see the description. Description tells like what its job is, what is the job of this particular topic. And next, here we can see the scope. So we what we can see here in the scope is what is the limitations of this topic, up to where it can execute, up to where it should not. So here we can see all the possible ways to identify the address change request from the user, all the possible ways we mentioned. And if you see further details like how to interact with the user, in the empathic introduction, these kind of instructions we given, and along with knowledge articles whenever conversations start related to an issue. So then first thing what agent do is not showing the knowledge article for self help. So for that also we've written logics and instructions and everything in order to create case. Also we've written instructions. So but writing instructions is not only enough. For that, for supporting that, we need an actions. So we've written actions. For the address change we've written action, to show knowledge article we've written action, and for case creation we've written action. So what every like we can create different actions like a flow, api, apex, and prompt builder, and these kind of actions we create. But a more efficient way we found for this one is flow, so we mostly use these flows as flow actions. And if we see action, we can see like we can also tell like this action is doing this and this, such kind of instructions we have to give. And this is in depth of technical thing, like what is coming, what is coming from agent to flow, and what is outcome from the flow to agent, that everything is mentioned here. Oh. So like that we have multiple topics.
I think we are good. In the interest of time, because I know there are a lot of things. Can we look at where is our integration with Fabric?
Yeah.
Or maybe I let Himanshu from our Fabric team can now share the screen in terms of how we are getting all this into Fabric and the agent dashboard that we have built on Fabric. So as we go forward, where while Himanshu shares his screen, our goal now, as where we are extending this, is to be able to let agents communicate. An agent passing the context to another agent. Let's say, for example, the dispute here. If the customer has implemented, say CPQ or the revenue cloud that is coming up, if they have the products, if they have the orders, then to be able to pass these details of the transaction to the other side, and then the respective agent pick it up, verify if there is really double booking, and if that is the case, then they pass the transaction back to the financial services agent to make it to the next step. So this is where we are extending. So we have now templates that we have built, industry templates for BFSI, and then we are building it for health cloud, and we are trying to build, then we have for retail. Now we are trying to build cross-agent communication so that a customer, when they are using Agentforce to solve their uh, to solve their support queries, they should really see the value and faster resolution times. Let's say if a dispute filing is taking 15 days, if you're able to reduce it to 5 days, that's instantly 10 days of saving and great customer satisfaction as well. So Himanshu, if you are there, it will be great if you share your screen.
Yeah, sure. And thank you for sharing the details of our Fabric. So I'm sharing my screen. Just-
So what we have here is the integration between Salesforce and Fabric. And can we look at the case data that we have brought in the pipeline?
So
And
we have
while this loads, if you are planning to implement some of these, or if you have some use cases that you want to discuss, please post in the chat window and our team will follow up with you. So this is the integration that we have done, and this is the query result that we have in the lakehouse.
Yeah, so after that, we have integrated with this agent performance where we can implement in a fact table, and we have some dimension tables using this table. So in the base of that, we have using a pipeline. So where we are moving a data from Salesforce to this Fabric Lakehouse. So here is the Salesforce links where we have to upload, giving all the connectivity details, and here the our Lakehouse details where we have to migrate our table from Fabric to from Salesforce to Fabric. And so here I've added one alert so that if anything happened to this pipeline level, so I got an email as well as team shares like this pipeline failed with these details. And after that, I have created this semantic model for my report purpose so that it will give us the details related to what is happening with the which with this case details. So and and this is my measures also. I have make this measure for my report for the agent performance, and this is the report for the agent performance.
So yeah, here you can see some of those real-time information that is integrated from Salesforce. You can see the cases. You can see the automation rate percentage. Um, that means is it how much of this is actually done by agent and how much of it is done by humans, and average resolution time. You can see this. If you are able to solve good 40-50% of the cases in record time, then your human agents can actually focus on solving more complex and more time-taking issues. You can also see the cases by intent, so that helps us, the business leaders, to understand where the cases are coming in the first place and what is the percentage of it. And also, you can see the cases created by date. We can see around 24, there are a lot of cases created, and then probably some new release has been done by the team, and that release might have caused up issues. So it helps teams to understand a little bit more. And here you can see cases that are solved by AI and that are solved by human. And then you have, and we can also see which of them AI could not solve and had to pass as an escalation to the human agent. And what are those major categories of services? I mean, we are running various scenarios, and then you are seeing some of these updates real time. That is, if the real time integration is happening. And then you can see here cases by intent which are escalated. So that helps teams to understand maybe our knowledge help is not that great here. We need to strengthen it, or maybe we need to train our agent a little bit more to solve it, and accordingly we can make a lot more informed decisions. And on the top right, you see the confidence score. That means at 80% confidence, 85 is our benchmark for the AI, but right now it is operating at 79% confidence. So then that helps us to understand our classification algorithm and then see whether we add more topics or whether we add more phrases, and so that it can go into much better confidence. So bringing this into Fabric has given us the capability to store, if required, petabytes of data to operate on. And if you want to work and generate over the last 2-3 years of data, we can still do it. And to be able to generate a lot more predictive insights, to be able to set alerts and thresholds. And as Himanshu was mentioning, and accordingly, we can derive a lot more actionable insights.
Right.
So this is what I think we are on top of the hour. And maybe we show one last slide on what we're seeing as we did some prototypes. We are working internally. If we go back to the slides. So these are some of the things where we have started to seeing that for majority of the issues that we get, the agent force, the resolution time is reduced first contact, lot more responsive, irrespective of queues. You have somebody to talk immediately. Automation rate increased, cost naturally goes down, and agent utilization is also increased. So this will increase the CSAT, this will increase the NPS, and naturally this is 24/7. Again, some of them based on our research labs on various scenarios that we are working with, some of the prototypes that we have done, what we are seeing is significant improvement in the overall customer success and customer experience when we implement Agentforce. So, and as we wrap up, we are at Dreamforce. If you are planning to implement Agentforce, or if you are planning to do a pilot, or if you want to talk to us more on some of your use cases and see whether they fit into Agentforce, so please write to us, and we hope to see you at Dreamforce. We hope to listen more and more use cases from you, and then take the Agentforce vision forward. But I hope this session is helpful, because it's also about sharing knowledge, building on top of Agentforce, and actually seeing the value. So that is our vision at Cloud Fulcrum, and I hope this session has been helpful for you. At least the questions that I see here are really purposeful. Thank you very much, and we look forward to interacting more with you on your use cases and your pilots. Thank you.
Thank you, Niranjan, Kusuma, and Himanshu. Thank you, everybody, for joining and for taking out the time over here.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Niranjan.
Thank you, everyone.